What's going on, guys? I'm back here today because I got back in the USP Compact in 9mm. I believe it is finished. Everything I wanted to do, I think, is done. So let's talk about it. The GrayGuns flat trigger and short reset kit done by James Williamson at Teufelshund Tactical. All right, so the same deal as the P2000 SK. I got done the short reset kit and the flat trigger for the USP Compact. I really loved how the short reset system and the flat trigger really just transformed the feel of the P2000 SK. I wanted to do it again with the USP Compact. I love a flat trigger. I love the way the short reset breaks on this, and I'll show you here just real quick just to demonstrate. You have the take up, but it's light. Wall, nice clean break. The reset now is very short for it being a hammer gun. Back up to the wall just a bit. Break. If you haven't seen my P2000 SK video, I'll link it above. But guys, I'm telling you, if you're into hammer guns and you're in the HK hammer guns, I would highly recommend you do the GrayGuns short reset system. And if you like a flat trigger, go with the flat trigger. I know some people don't. I prefer flat trigger. I just feel like it feels better on my hand shooting, on my finger shooting, I should say. It just has a really nice feel, and the blade on this trigger is nice and wide, so you really feel like you get a really good contact point there. Now, coupled with those two things, I also did the nickel-plated match sear spring, so it crisps it up that much more. I think those three parts, so for me, flat trigger, short reset system, and the match kit sear spring is just a no-brainer. It really just transforms this pistol. So what I'm going to do now is kick it over to James at Teufelshund Tactical and have him explain to you what's going on with this build, and then we'll take some shots, see how it goes.
Hey H&K fans, James here with another quick video for you. My buddy Steve has sent me another one of his H&K pistols, this time a USP Compact, and he wanted to have some upgrades done to it. Now, we've already got this in LEM, actually light LEM, which is a factory-approved upgrade from H&K that is available on their DASA models for the USP series and the HK45 series. And you can convert those over to this enhanced double action only. Really, really great option if what you're looking for is a similar type trigger feel and performance of a striker-fired gun, where every trigger pull is the same consistent lightened trigger pull, instead of what we're familiar with double action, single action guns, where you've got that long, heavy first trigger action pull to cock the hammer and send it forward again, and then transitioning to a lighter single action shot for all the follow-ups. We've already done that here to this gun, but what Steve wanted was a little bit more enhancement. So he sent me some parts from GrayGuns, and we're going to install that here today. So without further ado, why don't you follow me around to the workbench and we'll dive right in. So here on the table, you can see that I've fully disassembled the receiver except for the magazine release. Now, we already did an upgraded magazine release previously for him on this pistol. This is the extended model from the HK45 Compact. Highly recommend that if you have a USP series pistol. But you can see all the rest of these components are the original ones here. And now I have what we're going to add to it. The first of which is the GrayGuns flat trigger. You can see obviously the angle of this trigger significantly different than the standard trigger that comes on the pistol. So we'll go ahead and install that. Next you have the three-piece GrayGuns short reset kit. So this comes with this kind of nickel-coated control lever, a new lighter firing pin block spring, and then this little roll pin that is longer than the standard roll pin that fits on the sear. And this is what the trigger bar actuates against to release the sear. So that'll give a better contact piece You can see the differences here in the control lever as well. So this will give, adding those three components into the pistol will give it a lighter trigger pull and a shorter overall reset for the trigger. The last thing we'll do is I'm going to replace the standard sear spring from the USP series with the nickel plated one from H&K's match trigger kit. And that'll give them a little bit of a cleaner break off each trigger pull as well. Okay, here's the finished product. I think the trigger looks really neat on the pistol, but it's really about the performance. Nice short take up to the wall, clean break through, very short reset, and another clean break. I think Steve's gonna be really happy with this. Okay, well, I hope that proved helpful for you. As always, I'm humbled to share my knowledge and experience with you guys. If you're looking for H&K service and support or unique training opportunities, give me a shout. That's what I'm here for. Thanks, guys.
All right, James, thank you, buddy, for doing this for me. And guys, let me reiterate that if you're looking for anything to be done with your HKs, I'll leave a link to James's Instagram below so you can look him up. What you get from James is just a level of professionalism I've not seen in a while, the true passion and love for the HK platforms. I trust him with anything HK. I mean, Master Armor, he knows his stuff inside and out. I really strongly recommend you give James a follow and check him out. Even for training courses, I've been to a few of his training courses and they are phenomenal. So please check James out. And James, again, thank you for all you do for the HK community. So, all right, guys, let's take some shots. Let's see what it feels like. I'm excited because, as you know, this is my carry piece as of lately. If you follow my Instagram reels, you know I'm carrying this. Let's take some shots. Let's see how much better it is. All right, guys, so real quick before I forget, I want to talk about one other thing I did, and I believe it's a must for any of these small HK compacts, is use the HK45 compacts magazine release, because the magazine release on those are slightly bigger, gives you a little bit more surface area there than the factory one. The factory one is probably half of this size. It's tiny, and it sits right here. And my very first video I posted on this a while back when I got it, when I was doing magazine changes, you saw that I was having some trouble finding that magazine release, whether it was with my thumb or my finger. It's just so tiny, and I thought I was hitting it, but I was actually hitting the trigger guard itself. So this is a perfect addition to these guns. It just gives it that much bigger of a surface area that makes it so much easier to find. So let's demonstrate that now. All right, guys, that's it. Don't forget to check out James Williamson at Teufelshund Tactical. I will link his Instagram below. Also, don't forget to check out me, Steve MP5, on Instagram. That's where I post most often. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's end it off with one quick draw and mag change. Here we go.